third school featured today is the Hawks of Quincy University, which was just picked to finish sixth in the conference this season. The Hawks were 5-6 last year, 3-5 in league play for a sixth-place finish. Joining us today is interim head coach Gary Bass, redshirt running back Chris Harris, redshirt senior linebacker Nate Rickeman. Gentlemen, welcome. Coach, you've had some time now to begin to make your mark on this program, but it's the sixth season overall at Quincy. Give us your thoughts heading into this season.
Well, I definitely think it's one of those situations where we're very blessed to have a good number of young men coming back for us that started a lot of games. We've got a lot of veteran leadership, which is going to be a great thing for the future of our football program. Biggest thing for us is making sure that with the staff adjustments and small things, we get a lot of continuity this fall camp with everything going on, and that we get our kids playing at a high level during football camp for fall.
Thank you, Coach. 8 starters return on offense, a unit that's been under your direction as the offensive coordinator for the past 2 years. A talented tailback sits next to you, but starts under center, and there will be a fresh face there. Give us a look at your offense.
Well, probably our most veteran group is going to be our offensive line and our tight end position. We've got 6 guys coming back with offensive line playing experience. Our tight end is going to be coming back. That's been a multiple-year starter, been a great football player for us. So offensive line and tight end, we're going to have a lot of versatility. We're going to have a lot of guys coming back with great experience. At the tailback position, Chris Harris has been a phenomenal player for us. Was freshman player of the year in the league. He's been all conference. He's done a great job since he's been there. He's healthy. He's ready to go. Can't wait to get him going. Really think we're looking for high hopes for him this fall. Receiver position, we got some veteran guys at the position. Yeah, we lose Eric Poindexter, but we've got guys coming back that have got a lot of experience. We've just got to make sure that we get a lot of cohesiveness with them and that young quarterback. We got a new guy going to be starting for us, a true sophomore, Andrew Rund, who's a phenomenal talent. It's going to be a great leader for us. Can't wait to see him play this fall. But making sure we get cohesiveness with our coaching staff and our players is going to be the most important thing for us on offense.
Thank you, Coach. Chris, you've had a lot of success in the backfield over your career. 2-time All-GLVC standout, 2014 GLVC Freshman of the Year. You're a senior this year. You've carried for more than 2,000 yards and 27 touchdowns coming into your final year. You have to be excited to get back out on the field again.
Yes, I'm really excited about it. Last year, I was dealing with a knee injury, so I wasn't able to play the full season and only played a few games. So this year I'm feeling the best I have since my freshman year, so I'm really excited to get after it.
Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, 7 starters are back. Your linebacking core, including Nate, who's sitting next to you, have been recognized with all GLVC honors. TJ Daniels, Cody Leonard, Nate combined for more than 200 tackles last year. 35 of them were for loss. Talk about this group and some of the other defensive leaders on your team this year.
We're very lucky to have a linebacker core that's coming back with all the starts that we've had with that young group of guys. It's good because you've got Nate that's a senior. We've got TJ that's a junior. And Cody's going to be in the same position. So we've got a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps for us that's going to give us a lot of versatility and allow us to be able to do a lot of things with that linebacker core. On top of those guys, our defensive back group is going to be much improved. We got Adekeem Brown coming back, who led the conference with 7 interceptions last year. Going to be a phenomenal football player for us, and we feel really, really strong about the rest of our secondary. The U spot for us is going to be our defensive line. Graduated 3 guys last year that were going to be a big loss, and I think we've got a great group of freshmen coming in, that it was a good recruiting class to be able to fill a huge need position for us, and guys are going to be able to have the ability to come in and contribute with the guys that we do have returning in D-line as well.
Nate, last year you had 65 tackles, 6 were for a loss. You even had an interception last year, which earned you all GLVC honorable mention. How do you build off an effort last year like that?
Definitely focusing on more of the mental side of the game, being able to watch film, make sure that I know the scheme that our defense is trying to play, and also be able to relate with my teammates, being able to know what their strengths and weaknesses are and how we can build off of each other.
Thank you. Coach, talk about special teams, always a key important part of the game, and talk a little bit about your special teams this year.
Well, we hired Rob Hartenfels back, who was our defensive back from the past fall. He had left to be our special teams coordinator. We're really, really excited to really put an emphasis on our special teams for this fall, to make sure that we prove to our guys and show to our guys how important of a position that is going to be for us to improve on and for us to be successful in the future. We've got kickers coming back, Nathan Cuney, who punted and kicked for us a lot last year, Benjamin Nord, And we also have Grant Huseman, all three guys that kicked for us in the capacity last year. And it's great to be able to have the depth at that position and guys that I've seen over the summer work their tails off at their craft to try to get better and to work to try to make sure we do a good job. And I think our overall depth at a lot of our skill positions is going to help us that much more on special teams to be able to be a big factor and a key contributor to us to having success next season.
Coach, last year, looking at your schedule, you open up with another big contest on the road at Midwestern State, similar to the one that you had last year at D1 Drake. That worked out quite well for the Hawks, and you end up the season with 2 straight GLVC road games. Take us behind your schedule this season.
Well, I definitely think you look at it. I mean, you look from a traveling perspective. We've got Midwestern State week 1. We're on the road. And you look at our schedule built. It's kind of a home game laden really, really early. And we go on the road for a lot of contests towards the end is the way everything fell. I definitely think you look at our non-conference schedule for this year. It's probably top to bottom going to be our toughest non-conference schedule we've had up to date. Midwestern State speaks for itself. It's a phenomenal football program, phenomenal team. And can't wait, and our kids are going to be super excited to play them August 31st. Alderson Broaddus was a great football team last year. They're coming to our place. We expect to get every single thing we can get out of those guys, and we're very excited there. Robert Morris, NAI opponent, phenomenal football program. We understand when we signed up for that deal, it was one of those things that we knew we were going to get a great opponent coming to us to play as well. And then we play a neutral site game versus UT Permian Basin at NEO, which is kind of a cool deal. You don't always get to do those neutral site things, and I think it's one of those things for our kids. It's kind of a cool atmosphere to be able to deal with that.
Coach, Chris, and Nate, thanks for joining us on GLVCSN, and best of luck this season. Fans, don't go anywhere after this short break. The Miners of Missouri S&T will enter the room to talk some football. That's up next right here on the GLVC Sports Network, where champions are crowned.